How's it going, fellas, and welcome to the channel where I kick back, relax and talk video games. And in today's video I'm going to be teaching you how to stop 3-point cheese in NBA 2K18. It was a grind to stop in 2K15, 16 and 17 as well. They had it sort of toned down at the start of 2K18, but it's just gotten worse and worse over patches. Patch after patch is just making 3-pointers so much easier. Doesn't matter what archetype, what build you have, you can hit 3-pointers, and it's starting to become beyond a joke. So over the next few minutes I'm going to be teaching you guys just some basic tips on how to stop 3-pointers in NBA 2K18. Let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about is just the manual shot contest stick. If you do not use this feature, you are missing out so much on defense. The automatic shot contest doesn't work anymore in NBA 2K18. I explained it in the last video, but I'll just talk about it a little bit again because it doesn't work. If you hold L2 and go into the intensive D automatic shot contest, it only gives you a light shot contest, so players can just pull up in your face time and time again. You need to make an effort to actually use the manual shot contest stick because it helps a ton. I don't want to talk too much about it because I did talk about it in the last video. And if you haven't seen that, how to block shots in NBA 2K18, go back and take a look, guys, because I go into a little bit more detail on why you should be using the manual shot contest stick because it helps so much when trying to stop jump shots. Trust me, guys, if you have guys that are shooting in your face time and time again, you have to push the analog stick, the right analog stick, towards the player that is shooting the ball, and it helps so much on late defensive help. It really does, guys. So the next thing I want to talk about is defensive settings. Look, I'm not a defensive setting god where I change all the settings and all that sort of stuff, but if people are shooting threes time and time again in my team and play now online, and you need to change their defensive settings, you need to smother the players off and on the ball so players don't have the space. And when they talk about going around off-ball screens, you need to go under. You need to go under on off-ball and on-ball screens too to stop 3-pointers. But that opens up the lanes. It really does, guys. It opens up to the lanes, and if the player's smart enough, he'll start to drive. But it will stop 3-pointers. Most players only have one form of attack, and if you stop that form of attack, they've got nothing in return. So trust me, guys. Under on the pick and rolls, so off-ball and on-ball pick and rolls, or screens, sorry, off-ball screens and on-ball screens go under the screen, and smother on-ball defense, on and off-ball defense set to a smother. I know it was hard to all get out, and hopefully you understood it all. But trust me, guys, these defensive settings will somewhat stop 3-pointers. It won't stop it completely, but it gives you a fighting chance. So the next two things I want to talk about are a little advanced, and they're not really basic tips, but I do feel that they help so much when trying to stop 3-pointers. And the zone defenses. Man-to-man is sort of broken, but if you do understand zone defenses, and this will take a lot of practice, but zone defenses help a ton trying to stop threes because players have certain zones, so they don't run across field and get caught up in screen after screen. It really gets hard stopping 3-pointers when players are just getting caught up in screens. So the zone defense helps that. They don't get caught up in screens as much, so it gives them a better chance to try and get a shot contest. So the last thing I want to talk about is off-ball icon switching, and what I mean by that is if you see a player slacking, you need to quickly hit R1 and the button that responds to that player. You need to learn that the point guard is X, O is the shooting guard, and things like that. And if you see that guy slacking, you need to take control and bring him into the position or the zone or onto the man that you have chosen him to be in or on or whatever. You know what I mean? Because you will struggle so much if you don't use this. I haven't played too much 5v5 in this game, but it helps so much in older 2Ks, and I'm sure it will help in this one, especially if you're playing the zone. If you see one guy coming in to try and block a shot that doesn't need to be blocked, it's always contested, you need to switch to that guy and take him back out onto his man, because the AI is far from perfect in this game. So you need to help it as much as you can if you want a successful defense in NBA 2K18. But anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. Practice makes perfect with these tips, guys. You're not going to be successful overnight. You need to practice, practice, practice. That's the only way you're going to get better. If you do these tips and just keep them in the back of your mind, keep doing them time and time again, you will get better at stopping the three-pointers. Trust me, guys, you will not completely shut down the three-point cheese. You won't, but these tips will help you contain it. Trust me. But as I said, anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. If you do like these videos, don't forget to leave a like and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. It really does help out. And leave in the comments below anything that you're struggling with when it comes to NBA 2K18, or anything that you want me to rant and rave about when it comes to NBA 2K18. But anyway, guys, I've talked and raved long enough. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch us later.